For our eighth day in our travel through Israel, we will be walking around Jerusalem and visiting various sites. Here we're going to be visiting the Western Wall excavations, the Southern Wall, King David's Palace, Hezekiah's Tunnel, the Pool of Siloam, the Garden Tomb, Golgotha, Via Dolorosa, and finally the Church of the Nazarene. We'll start our tour visiting the Western Wall excavations. On this map, you can see the four quarters of Jerusalem. In the bottom right is a Jewish quarter, and this is where the Western Wall excavations are, where the arrow is pointing. It's the southwestern wall. It's called the Jerusalem Archaeological Park. Here, Omer is pointing to the Temple Mount. The arrow there is pointing to where the Western Wall excavations are. The entire length of the Western Wall is 1,575 feet, almost a third of a mile. You can see the pavement that has been crushed by massive stones, which were pushed off the temple area. On the right there, you can see the stones that the Romans cast down when they destroyed the city and the temple in 70 AD. You can even see burn marks that remain on the stones when the Romans set fire to the temple. Here you can see the remains of shops on the left, which were part of a large shopping plaza at the southern part of the Western Wall. So at the southernmost end of the Western Wall, there was a significant stone that stood upon the southwestern corner of the Temple Mount. The stone has words written in Hebrew that mean the trumpeter's house. You can see the words here. A priest would have stood at this corner announcing the beginning of the Sabbath and other festival days. He would have blown a loud trumpet at this location. Now we'll head over to the southern wall. The southern wall is 922 feet in length and is the retaining wall of the Temple Mount at the southern end. It was built during the time of King Herod's expansion of the Temple Mount platform. You can see the stairs here, kind of in the middle of the wall. The city of David lies just to the south of this area. Worshippers would wash at the Pool of Siloam at the south end of the city of David. They would walk up to the temple via the Pilgrim's Road and use these steps to enter the temple. As they ascended, they would sing the songs of ascent found in Psalms 120 to 134. There's no doubt Jesus would have walked on these stairs. Behold, the gates were one of the gates of the old city of Jerusalem, leading into the temple compound. Next, we enter King David's palace. The palace is located at the northern part of the city of David and just south of the Temple Mount. Here's a current day picture of the city of David with the arrow showing where the palace was located. This stepping stone structure, or as it is called in the Bible, the Milo, supports part of King David's palace. Now we're going to walk through Hezekiah's tunnel. You can see Gihon Springs here is located on the side of the cliff of the Kidron Valley. So Hezekiah's tunnel connects Gihon Springs all the way down to the pool of Siloam. This is before we enter the tunnel. So Hezekiah's tunnel is 1,750 feet long, about a third of a mile, carved through solid rock at a grade of 0.06%. Again, the tunnel connects Gihon Springs to the pool of Siloam. So we're going to start at where Gihon Spring is. Gihon Spring is the only water source for the city of Jerusalem. The spring is located, or was located, outside the walls of the city.
This is steep.
This presents a major military weakness, leaving the city without fresh water in the case of a siege. It's a long trek down to Gihon Spring. One shaft is the almost vertical natural shaft leading down to a pool fed by the Gihon Spring.
Julie. Wow. Smile.
So they would walk out here and get water?
Better in archaeological discovery.
Oh yeah, he found the inscription of Siloam. Yes, the one that the Bible speaks about. The Turks stole it, which is Siloam, but so guys, as you walk down, you can squeeze in, don't worry. Squeeze in, and then we're gonna as you reach to the bottom here, you'll see a shaft. If you can come in the back, because I don't think you're gonna hear me. You see a shaft. This is one shaft I was talking about.
Okay.
Okay. Then after you see this, climb up, and I'll meet you in the cave right behind.
Okay.
Defensive hiding place.
In the water system.
We're in the beginning.
We are in the water system.
Store water.
Not exactly store water. We are the no.
Store ice.
We're in Hezekiah's tunnel.
Did you take a picture of Julie?
We're walking in the water.
I went down on my knees.
There's Tim. Jenny turned around.
Let me get you. I'm going down. I'm on my knees.
About 2,600 years ago, the Assyrians were prepared to come against Jerusalem. In 2 Chronicles 32:30, it says that King Hezekiah prepared Jerusalem by blocking the source of the waters. He diverted the waters of the Gihon spring by channeling the water down through the tunnel to the pool of Siloam. Now we go to the pool of Siloam, which is at the end of Hezekiah's tunnel. Here you can see this dotted path. On the left is the pool of Siloam. The pool of Siloam starts the Pilgrim's Road that went from the pool up to the southern entrances to the temple. As they ascended this road, they would sing the songs of ascent found in Psalms 120 through 134. Here Jesus healed a blind man. In John 9 it says, as he passed by, he saw a man blind from birth. Jesus spit on the ground and made mud with his saliva. Then he anointed the man's eyes with the mud and said to him, go wash in the pool of Siloam. So he went and washed and came back seeing. Now we're going to visit the Garden Tomb and Golgotha. As you can see in the map here, the Garden Tomb and Golgotha are north of the city of Jerusalem. The Garden Tomb is located about 250 yards to the north of the Damascus Gate, outside and north of the walls of the old city Jerusalem.
John 21 to 10. The empty tomb. On the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene came to the tomb early while it was still dark. She saw that the stone had been removed from the tomb. So she went running to Simon Peter and to the other disciple, the one Jesus loved, and said to them, they've taken the Lord out of the tomb and we don't know where they've put him.
The rock-faced cliff here that you see is in the form of a skull and believed to be the location of a Golgotha, where Jesus was crucified. Now we visit the Damascus Gate. Now we walk down the Via Dolorosa. The Via Dolorosa is a processional route in the Old City. It represents the path that Jesus took on the way to his crucifixion.
Lisa, what road is this?
Looks like the Via Dolorosa.
Is it?
Looks like it.
Or one like
Yes.
Carol was saying she thought that we're going east and west now.
This is the Via Dolorosa?
I'll have to look at the sign of the. I'm just trying to watch so I don't trip.
Our final visit of the day is to visit the Church of the Nazarene for an evening worship service.